It's not the same night. Stop. Don't you dare go back and check the previous episode, okay? Different night, different earring. Work with me. Now, one of the things I wanted to talk about, one of the quirky things about my personal fashion sense and then my style. I am a weird blend of nerd, book nerd, comic book nerd, gamer geek, Final Fantasy, sci-fi channel kind of crazy chick. So I'm really into those kind of things, and all of that eclectic blend mixed with how I was raised created a Cadma. Basically that's what it is, and that's how you get one, guys. Ladies and gentlemen, men, women, get together, make more. But the thing about it is that when I was raised, my mom is like the queen of girliness. When I say girly, I mean girly. Like, as in, she'd wake me up early to make sure I had every ribbon and bobo in my head. Like, everything was immaculate. I look like I rolled out of the 60s. A couple of 80s outfits, but for the most part, I looked 60s. I had my little Barbie lace socks and everything. Had everything going. Even when I look back at, like, my kid photos, I'm like, that wasn't the 80s. I was born in the 80s. Somehow someone got this wrong. So, because I was raised to be very girly, my mom did start me in modeling out at a young age. I picked up a lot of habits from her. Now, let me give you an idea what my mom does. She will spend 6 hours, or perhaps 24, getting ready. I swear to God, I'm not exaggerating by the 24 hours. Because she plans her stuff the night before, and then she changes her outfit like 6 times after she planned it. I love you, but you do it. You drive me crazy with that. So she'll spend forever getting ready. Then she's got to prep to do her nails. Then she's got to prep to do her makeup. Then she has to prep to do her hair. And then by the time she's done, 6 years have passed for one particular night. And that's how I was raised. And during that time, I would rebel against my mother like it was nobody's business. She's like, you have to wear this dress. And it was like this big poofy dress. And I'm always like, my little shoulder pads. You know, and I'm like, it's like, what do you want to wear on your feet? And I'd be in the shoe store, and I'd be in Alex's. Alex, the shoe shop we used to go to, and I'd be like, boots. I'd point out sneakers, anything that was like something that meant I could run like away. Anything like that. It was like, I'm getting this dress up. Like anything so I could do any of that. Climb trees, collect bugs, collect rocks, look at snakes. Anything that I probably shouldn't have been doing in a dress. Hanging upside down in the monkey bars, you know, things like that. And she'd look at me, and she'd always very lovingly just, no, but really, what do you want on your feet? Sneakers. Chantal. How about these cute little patent leather shoes? They're so pretty. We can get them dyed the exact same color as your dress. Or I could get the boots. I mean, you asked me what I want. Don't you hate when parents do that? Like, they ask you what you want, but they don't really want to give you what you want? Cold. But the point is, that's how she raised me. So I was always, you know, having this huge big battle with her when it came to her wanting me to be as girly as she was, and then sort of dressing me up along the way, and then me just kind of like ripping things, destroying clothes, destroying shoes. I once took the entire skin of a shoe, just completely, it was all gone. And it was funny, she gonna get mad because she about to find out the truth right now. So I was supposed to do a beauty pageant. And at this beauty pageant, they attacked the World Trade Center the first time. I only missed it because my father was running late. So the reason why I was not in the basement with everybody else. So my mom still had these beautiful outfits for my pageant. And one of them was these really bright orange, yellow, and green shoes. And it had a little circle thing in the front. And I think I wore it for like Easter or something. I mean, I was banging. I had my full like 90s. I mean, you knew I was a 90s kid. Like, I looked like I could have started in the video with TLC when they first came out with the big hats. Like, that's all I was missing. And I remember this entire suit. I was like, man, I'm hot, because I loved it. It was a pantsuit. And so I was ripping and running around. I think we went out to City Island. I'm like, having fun. And at some point, I must have hit the skin of the shoe where it started to peel off. And like any other child, something's peeling, what do you do? So sorry, Mom, because I went back and I told them, where she's like, what happened to your shoes? I just gave her straight up. That was a straight up answer. I was like, I don't know what happened. I only peeled a little bit. So with my mom, like, that's how I was, and I drove her nuts because I was such a tomboy. My father, on the other hand, would be like, do you do your hair? I think so. How? And he's like, great, cool, there's a mud thing over there. You can make some mud pies. Those are fun. Those are very fun. Meanwhile, I'm like, my pies are fun, okay. And then like I would run to get dirty and my mom would be like, no! Like she would freak out and then she'd try her very best to probably kill my father in my sleep. Yeah, in my sleep. Because he'd let me play in the mud. My hair would be dirty, I'd be like, Mom, clean me. So like I had this weird eclectic blend because my father grew up in the country, so to him playing in the dirt and getting dirty, he's like, we have water. My mom would be like, she's a girl, she's a young lady, she will act as one. You know, and just to be cruel, God decided to play a prank on them. My father wanted a boy and my mother wanted a girly girl. They gave them me. So, so now that I've gotten older and I tend to still do my tomboyness, but as I pick my clothes, there's like a hint of girl, but it's not completely girl because every time I walk out the door, it looks like I'm starring in my own anime. For some dumb reason, like you'll think I'm like the next Yoruichi. Like, is she cosplaying? Like, who's your character? What are you dressed up as? So that's just how my eclectic dressing is, and it's funny because now that I'm in entertainment, I do the modeling, I do the acting, so when I step out, people think I'm trying to be like flamboyant as possible. Like, hold on, let me do it. Well, to get a look at me. Like, that's what they think I'm doing. Like, I'm trying to be like Beyonce, you know, like, Houston, Texas, you know, that kind of thing where I'm like, flip my hair back. I'm like, girl, you see me? Yas. I just learned that word, so I'm so proud of myself. I can use it now. Being young forever. But I'm really an old lady on the inside. But basically, you know, that's what, because of this weird, I guess, eclectic blend, when I go out, I look like I'm going over the top, but really I'm just doing everyday dressing. So I'll meet people who go, oh my god, look, she's totally dressed up. She's dressed up for something. Audition, what's going on? Why are you dressed up? Is it a boy? What's going on? And for me, I'm just like, I rolled out of bed and I'm lazy. And it's the truth, because that tomboy habit of mine has never died. Everything I keep to like wear for the most part is black spandex, a colorful top, black turtleneck, maybe a white one, and red. I like red. And then that's about it. Everything else is like optional. And I will do everything in my power to never change the outfit. Don't underestimate my laziness. I'm just telling the truth here. So so like it gets a little strange as a tomboy and then being raised to be girly and then being raised by a country boy who was crazy and then the city girl who was like a city pop princess. I don't know, like I'm making up my own story. But the point is, like, it's very weird, and I think it doesn't help that sometimes I act like an anime character, so then people just don't know what to do with me. They're like, what is that thing? What is she doing? What is she doing? And it's a very strange place to be, and I know that there's other, you know, quirky people out there. Find me. But really though, it's just strange, and I kind of want to know, what are your personal quirks? You know, what are the things that people see when they look at you? Because some people look at me and go, oh my gosh, she's a stuck-up high fashion model. I totally know it, I can say it. And then there are other people who don't. Oh my god, that was me getting an idea as a model, I'm sorry. But yeah, I kind of want to know, what are the impressions you leave based on your eclectic fashion, and where did you get your fashion from? Because I get mine straight up out of video games. Like, I have a thigh holster. And it's not even for like fashion purposes of being cute. Like, I actually use it. Like, it's very, very useful. Like, especially when you're in New York City, you're in the subway, you don't want anybody touching your stuff. So, that's where my eclectic fashion sense come from. And it's literally from reading too many comic books, mangas, watching a little bit of Too Much Drama Fever, and whatever else my mom had left as a little hint of like 1960s and 80s fashion in my closet brain. So please tell me about what you guys do when it comes to your fashion. I kind of want to just know, what are your quirks? Tell me your quirks. And don't lie to me and tell me that I'm alone. Thank you so much. Make sure you subscribe. Leave a comment. Give me a thumbs up, thumbs down. If you want to see more about my fashion, be sure to check out my Instagram handle, and we could take it from there. And we could get together a little closer. And then we can compare outfits on who's cuter or who wore it better. I make a really good Yoruichi, by the way.